What's up, guys? My name is Damien. Welcome back. If you are watching this video, I appreciate you clicking it. So let's get right into it. I posted my review of episode 7 of The Vampire Diaries last night, and I shared some thoughts on Damon and Elena, and pointed out that I was actually impressed by their scenes. And this is something that I've actually never said before. I've been against Damon and Elena since I've been watching The Vampire Diaries. I'm doing this follow-up video because I saw some comments on my video that I really couldn't respond to in an actual comment, so I figured I would just do a video like this and talk about it. So there's one comment on there that says, "Why are people converting to DE? They had a rain kiss that was purely fan service, and now everyone ships Delena. Are they forgetting what a toxic and dysfunctional couple they are?" So I'm pulling this comment. I'm also pulling another comment here from someone that is on a lot of Damon and Elena scenes. I'm sure a lot of you guys remember this username if you watch Damon and Elena videos, but this person goes by the name TVD Lover. And this person basically said that Damon and Elena is not going to be endgame. Stefan and Elena and Bonnie and Damon are. And I responded back to them just basically saying, we have to be realistic. This is the way the show is right now. This is where it's all kind of heading. And they responded back to me saying that Damon and Bonnie have feelings for each other and Stefan still loves Elena and that I should never give up. Okay, so these are the comments that I'm directly responding to. First of all, Stefan and Elena, in my opinion, will always be the superior relationship over Damon and Elena. To be clear, there is no debate about that. I will never ever officially be a 100% Damon and Elena supporter. What I think some people may have misinterpreted in my review is my overall optimism of where Damon and Elena is at and their direction heading forward, their relationship, and all of that good stuff. So to be clear here, I figure I might as well just go into full detail here. I have accepted where the Vampire Diaries is at. A lot can change when you watch a show. I feel that a lot of people that have stopped watching the show, if they had kept watching, would have had to come to grips with this or accept this because this is the way things are headed. Now, to the argument of Stefan and Elena being endgame and Bonnie and Damon being endgame, yes, it is possible. Is it going to happen? I don't think so. Why is it not going to happen? It's very simple. They have been building on Stefan and Caroline for a long time. Now, do I want Stefan and Caroline together? Absolutely not. They have no reason to ever be together. In my eyes, they should have stayed friends, and that is the end of it. Caroline belongs with Klaus, in my opinion. You can even make an argument for Tyler, because they really just squashed a lot of those relationships in the show. And Stefan will always belong with Elena, but we clearly see that Caroline Dries, or whatever her name is, the writer, she is a Damon and Elena fan, and I'm not going to get into the discussion of which relationship is better. I'm stating just my opinion. I believe Stefan and Elena is the one true pairing of the show, and she believes Damon and Elena is the one true pairing of the show. She holds the power, I do not, and she has been very vocal about her alignment or her opinion of which relationship she likes and who she supports. Now, who knows what that really means when it comes to writing, but this is the direction they have chosen to go. Now, when you really look at the show, you have to analyze and really focus on who the main characters are, what the relationships are, who has already been a couple, and who is, or where they're looking to go in the future. Now, it is perfectly reasonable to say that Bonnie and Damon could potentially have something, but you have to look at it that Damon and Elena still, in this entire show, really have not had that moment where they could just relax and be together. Of course, there was the fictional summer that I've talked about before that no one got to see, but ultimately, there hasn't been a relationship between the two of them where it is officially confirmed that they are together. I mean, yes, you can make arguments prior, but I really did not see it. Right now is their chance to have a normal, regular, functional relationship. And this is what I've wanted from them the entire time. And this is why I've never supported Damon and Elena or never saw why they would ever be together. But this idea that people are still holding on to Stefan and Elena, as admirable as that is, it's time to just accept it for what it is. Stefan and Elena are over. They don't even have scenes anymore. You know, whenever you have characters that still have potential or still have a chance, a lot of times during a show, they will still have lingering stares. They might have a moment together. I mean, if Stefan was so in love with Elena as TVD lover claims, then, or if he still had feelings for her, I can't see Stefan being someone that would just lay down and accept the fact that Damon has taken Elena, because if it were me, and I am going strictly off of what a guy would do, if a guy is in love with a girl and someone else is trying to make moves on her, he's not just going to lay down and just accept it unless this girl has 100% reaffirmed and confirmed and declared her undying love for this said guy. And this is what Elena has done. This is what the character has done. So what else can Stefan really do? It would take so much, in my opinion, for Stefan and Elena to actually have an endgame. And that, of course, would block any chance of, or obstruct any chance of Bonnie and Damon having something. People can look at all those little moments that Bonnie and Damon have, and as great as those moments were, and as much as I enjoy them, you just have to accept what is. I mean, unless they do something drastic, I can't see how. I really just can't see how you're going to have Bonnie and Damon get together in a romantic way. Personally, when I started watching this show, I thought Bonnie and Damon were going to have something early on. And I thought Elena was going to be the one telling her, like, you know, he's bad news, stay away from him. And she'd be now discovering, you know, the fact that she's a witch and all of this stuff. I thought that was really what was going to go down. It never happened. And then I realized the show was all about the triangle back then. I was 19 at the time when I started watching this show, and I realized this was what was really going to go down. So to say that they are going to be endgame, if you truly believe that, you know, hats off to you. I believe you will be really disappointed at the end of the show, but I have accepted the show for what it is. This show, it's, for me personally, it's really hard for me to watch it sometimes. And there's nothing on the show happening that I ever find really that interesting. Because when you watch a lot of TV shows like I do, a lot of these lower budget, lesser, like mid-tier type of shows, they don't have the appeal. The initial draw for me on this show was I enjoy the concept of vampires, which I have grown out of. So when this show ends, that will be it. And I also like the romance, which has for the most part dissolved on this show because there just hasn't been any opportunities. They have really just had too many things getting in the way, and romance has kind of taken a back seat. The only thing we've really had is Damon and Elena going kind of back and forth, but outside of that, we really haven't had too much. You know, we haven't had. I always remember some of the great scenes of season 1 and 2 between Stefan and Elena, and that is the kind of stuff I want to see between Damon and Elena moving forward. So, you know, you have to look at it as for what it is. This show it's almost done. It's about to wrap. I can't see how they're going to make a change this drastic. If they do, I feel like they're going to be upsetting the vast majority of the fans that still watch the show, because I know how popular Damon and Elena's following is. And no matter what any Damon and Elena fan says, I know that a lot of them ship Damon and Elena because of their personal attraction to Ian Somerhalder. That is not debatable. It is just the fact. I have seen so many people that wanted him to play Christian Grey in 50 Shades of Grey. I can make an argument for that if I really wanted to. So you just have to look at all of these things. I know the Damon and Elena fan base is strong. I know a lot of Stefan and Elena fans have stopped watching. To be perfectly honest, I watch this show a lot of times just to upload scenes because I know you guys want to see the scenes, and I like to stay active on the channel. Don't want to disappoint anybody. Try to post the scenes. Do I actually have to take time out of my day to do this? Yes. Is it worth it? Sure. But do I really need to do it? No, but I do it just for you guys that are on the channel. I personally would not watch this show. I'm trying my best to finish it because I don't like starting a show and not finishing it. So that is why I continue to watch. So that would be my response to anyone who says I should just stop watching it if I don't like it, or any of those types of comments. But Damon and Elena will be endgame, in my opinion. There's just no doubt about it. As far as Stefan and Caroline being endgame, I honestly don't care. I haven't really felt any true connection between Stefan and Caroline, other than anything of a. The only thing I've really felt is just their friendship. That is it. I mean, Stefan, if he really had feelings for Caroline, it was like she said in the episode last night, he wouldn't have left. You know he would have stayed because I find Candace Ackler to be so attractive. So let's just try to put this in perspective. Now, if I was hanging out with Candace Ackler all the time and I really liked her, I wouldn't be going to Georgia or wherever the hell he went and meeting up with this Ivy chick. That never would have happened, okay? Or I wouldn't have been leaving to meet up with some random girl. I'd be staying right there with Candace Ackler. So, yeah, those are just my thoughts. I don't know, TVD lover, if you're watching this, I feel like I see your comments all the time, and I don't know if you're trolling or if you're, I don't know what you're trying to do, but you make it seem like if Bonnie and Damon have had way more scenes than they actually have. You make it seem like they've gone out on dates or they have some history. You make it seem like if they hooked up whilst they're on the other side, or nothing like that has happened. They have now become officially friends. So that's it. And to Stelena's true love, who commented saying, "Why are people converting to DE?" I have not forgotten what a toxic and dysfunctional couple they are and have been. I just accept things the way they are right now. And I want the show to be over. I want it to finish so I can be done with it and move forward. So, yeah, those are my thoughts. It's a long commentary. Take from it what you will. Leave your thoughts and opinions. Guys, when I watch this show, these are my final words here before I go. It's totally different for a guy watching, a straight guy, by the way, watching The Vampire Diaries. Guys in general, we don't get too into these things. So, and I try my best to be involved in the show. I try my best to be hopeful that the episodes will be good. And when I look at the show, it's just not very good. It's not a very good show. It's not. And the ratings and the reviews by everyone else really are a testament to that. So, yeah, that's all I got for you. I'll see you guys in the next video. I appreciate you listening. Leave a like, comment down below, and I'll see you guys next week. My name is Damien.